On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's 4. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Staying on the ground with 4. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, Watson. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Lions will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. To the air now on 1st and 10. His first throw is an interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
From the 36. Gets everything he has under this throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Juan Thornhill takes it away.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Here's Ford running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Watson with 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. Winford 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. Another one for Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 23. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set.
A give up the middle to Ford. He's 4A up the middle, and that's about 3. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field now. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
He finds Laporta. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. On the move, headed right. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This from just 23 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
First six. First set. Down and go.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not a lot of arms in this league can deliver that throw from half the field away. Unfortunately, it goes right into the hands of the other team.
Throwing power and arm distance and strength, well, it's only part of the equation here, Kate. Sure, super impressive to see the ball fly that far in the rope, but you still have to have the accuracy to go down there and hit the spot. And oh, by the way, the cognition to recognize if that throw is there or not. One or maybe both of those factors certainly absent on that decision.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. He'll have the 1st down and even more. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Flushed, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
24!
Watson looking to throw. It's complete to Ford. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns working here. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bojorquez doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Setting up a throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. There he goes, right sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick-6. He's trying another one deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Another throw here on 2nd down. He's looking deep once again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. Bates' kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Rolling out to his left. Has the connection to right. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down from the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Reset.
To throw, here's Watson. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down, because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Reset.
First and 10, here's Watson. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And it sets up 2nd down.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to the air, Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Buying some time right. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
As that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. So we're through. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This a 54-yarder. Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Fox now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. 4.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass complete to Thrash. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Continuing to move past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Offense to the line for second down. Working from the gun, Watson. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Ford straight ahead. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. New series coming up following the punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff running right, Montgomery. Hurries this across the 25. And he's all the way up to the 41. He picks up 28 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Again, it's Gibbs. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That was a beautiful picture, Kate, of stop the run on the way to the quarterback. 3rd downs, I don't mind a draw call. You're thinking pass, you want those defensive ends to come upfield. But kudos to that whole defense to stop that run on the way to the quarterback.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw? They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.